This project is called the Red Moon Medicine Movement, and the red tent is an aspect of the medicine movement. And so the medicine movement really is about reuniting the divine masculine and feminine. And this is only one part of it. When women reclaim their monthly time as sacred, we're going to see balance restored to our world, and this is the whole purpose. So it's not just about women. My main focus is on empowering women to return their moon blood back to the earth, and so this is what I've designed to co-facilitate that request, which came straight from the earth. In truth, what's happened is we've become completely disconnected from our own bodies, from the earth, from one another, from the moon, from the greater cosmos. And so by the simple act of reclaiming our moon time, we also regain all of those connections just with that one simple act. So my message is to pull out the plug and start free-flowing. And within doing that, what happens is we are nourishing the garden being Mother Earth, our great sustainer. And so much of our life is about taking, and really this movement is about giving back. So women are giving back to the earth, and men are giving back to the women, because at times women are most often the caregivers, and not always, but just generally speaking, right? And so it's time when a woman goes into the red tent, or when she, retreats in her home, it becomes a time for the man or her partner to step up and help with some of the things that she would normally be doing it. And so it really does empower everyone. So when you have the women going off into circle together, what happens is the men are left alone, and so it generates a time for brotherhood to strengthen too. So you're going to see these two individual circles strengthening themselves, which then creates the infinity symbol, which brings a healthy balance. So what I'm trying to do is remind people of our archetypal roles. And it doesn't mean that anything's written in stone or that we have to do anything. This is just an archetypal kind of foundational point where we can expand from. So within the red tent, it's generally ladies only with this particular project. And we ask the men to remain supportive on the outside. So as a powerful woman, I look around and I see that a lot of the men are kind of afraid of some of the women and the way that we are representing ourselves right now. So what the reclaiming does is it teaches us to become vulnerable and soft so that the men can regain their strength. And it really makes sense to me to have the women just, at least at that time of the month, experience that softening and that vulnerability, which I believe is true strength. And then having the men stand up as a strong protective warriors. And I think because we don't have to hunt anymore, we don't have to hover around the fire and make sure that that we got wood for the night so that our family was warm. We don't have to do these things anymore. So a lot of our old and traditional roles have been lost. And so what I would like everyone to do is remember. Yeah, so that's a little bit about that project.